Hi guys, so I found myself in need of tinning a lot of cable, well, their thermistor. I've got to strip the end of the cable off and then just tin them. Just makes it a lot easier to use them. So rather than do each one by hand, I thought we could try one of these cheapy solder pots. Now these are available from China from about 12 quid up to about 35 pounds on eBay if you want it immediately. So I thought we'd just have a quick look at one of these, see if it can do what we want it to do, or whether it's just a pile of old tat. Yeah, so basic user instructions. Please read the user manual. Where is this, the user manual? I guess it is. Inspection ticket, certificate, absolute meaningless tat. Has it got a UK plug on it? Anyway, let's have a look at this. Stove is made of imported stainless steel plate. It can be adjusted according to the requirements, selected temperature. Yeah, the usual terrible English. Easy use, maintenance, thermal effects, tin melting fast. When you use pot for the first time, the electrothermal core may have a little fog. Don't worry, this is normal. 220 volts, must be grounded. Set the temperature the highest at the beginning and adjust temperature according to the requirements. The suitable tin working temperature is 300 to 350, around to 4 to 9 on the dial. Please don't set temperature too high, otherwise the solder pot will be injured or melted tin would turn black or yellow from incorrect use. If you add acid welding catalyst, solder pot in the role of ultra high temperature will be faster corrosion perforation. Please turn off the power before you leave to avoid accident. Okay, so 150 watts, temperature 200 to 480, melting time 8 minutes, oh dear, capacity 500, pot diameter 50. So yeah, go straight in the bin. Okay, so as usual with Amazon, they are breaking EU laws or UK laws actually, by selling equipment with a European plug, and this just simply is illegal in the UK. You can't do it. So why nobody takes any action against these people, I've absolutely no idea. Cable couldn't be much shorter. Yeah, it feels horribly cheap and tinny. This little metal shield is quite sharp. So let's have a closer look. Stainless steel, eh? That's an awfully funny colour for stainless steel to be. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. So there's hard plastic legs underneath there. There are no markings on it as far as any CE approval goes. Just basic things on the front there. Modelled wattage, minimum 200, maximum 450. Grief, yeah, it's just hideous, isn't it, really? Got wires virtually poking out the bottom there. I think we'll run this through a pat test first of all. But the first thing is, have we got a adapter for this? Am I just going to have to plug it in? Oh, that's a good question. What have we got? I should have thought about this in the first place, and I think we are just going to have to pop that into a plug. But will it even reach? God, yeah, just. We're going to have to just press the earth pin in. pins didn't go in, they just bent. God, what a tat. Oh, look at that. How thin and sharp. So what we're going to do is cut this off and fit a UK plug. Really got no choice. Now that's broken. Oh, excuse me. It's going to make the cable even shorter. Oops, that's stripped back a bit too easily. Let's grab a plug. I wouldn't normally tin wires from appliances, but in this particular case this wire is so thin that I think we're going to have to tin it. It's just horrible. Like I should be surprised, really. Come on. I've got the fan blowing on this, so it's just cooling it down. Oh, come on. And the hay fever's bad today as well. Perhaps I really shouldn't have bothered doing this today. Somebody wants to tell me why nobody seems too bothered about these companies selling stuff on Amazon and eBay with completely illegal plugs, I'd be more than interested to hear why they get away with it with no action being taken. I've actually reported this myself to Consumer Association, which, and to be honest, I don't think they were too interested either. That wire is such a thin gauge, it's really hard to twist it into a usable bit of cable. Just dreadful. See if we can tin that, get these things on. That's horrible. Okay, eventually. Now we've got a super short cable I don't even think is going to reach the plug. Well, it has, but... and that's on, so let's set it at 5, and I don't suppose I can make that sit in there, check the temperature, but let's turn this on. Yeah, I can feel a little bit of heat in the bottom. I think this is going to take a while, as it says, so let's put it to 7. I think this may take some time, so you're going to have to bear with this video, it might be a long one. So we have some normal solder, and we have a bit of solder bar, which I think it's got probably a little chance of melting. Just going to turn the fan away so it's not blowing on this. Degrees. 60. Can I see smoke coming off of it now? Yeah, I think I can. Tell you what we're going to do. Let's just pop some solder wire just in there and see what it does. Got 2 chances, isn't it, really? Well, that's melting at the bottom already. I'm going to turn that down to 5, I think. You can see all the smoke coming off of it. And that is happily melting, so that is really quick. Just for the solder wire, anyway. Maybe just up to 6, that seems to stop it flowing. I turned it down. Let's just remove the camera and get a little shot in there. Again, there we go. Turn that back up again, that does seem to have made a difference, just turning it down a little bit. Wow, that's pretty impressive actually. I was not expecting it to melt that quickly. Yeah, that's pretty well molten now, completely. Don't know whether we can get the stuff off of the tweezers very easily. Let me put the camera down for a sec. Yeah, so let's just turn it down to 5. What we're going to do is just going to strip a couple of these off and tin them. That's what we need, and let's just pop that in. Yeah, and that is tinned. Hopefully you can see that. God, that is smoking rather a lot though, so you certainly don't want to be breathing this in. So again, stripped, dunk that in, and that is tinned. I'm going to turn that off. So yeah, that is absolutely perfect. Don't know whether you can. Hopefully, you can see that. So that is going to save me absolutely ages of time. That is still molten in there. Let me just show that to you. That is exactly what I wanted. So remarkably, I'm really pleased with that, apart from the fact that we have probably the shortest mains cable in history and a Euro plug. That's you know, really not okay. So yeah, that's solidifying already, so that's still molten enough to do some of these. Just going to strip another couple. There we go, and in the pot. Yeah, just beginning to solidify now, and that's gone black. So yeah, you've obviously got to watch the temperature. We'll scrape off because it's just some flux from the solder. Yeah, interesting. I wonder what will happen the next time we use that particular solder, or whether really you're supposed to just tip that away now. I think we'll give it a go. Still molten, but just a bit of black. Can we scrape that off, I wonder? Let's see if we can use a bit of cable or something. I know what we can use. We could try some desolder braid and just see if we can clean that off. Don't think so personally, but we'll see. Yeah, it's just like a little surface film. Yeah, look, you can get in there and just lift most of that off if you're careful. It's like dealing with mercury. There, so if I show you now, we've got most of the black residue off. As you can see, came off on the desolder braid, and that may well be reusable next time. Certainly clear on the top, just covering the bottom, so yeah, stays hot for quite some time. Oh well, so actually I'm pretty pleased with that. That is going to, I mean, I don't need to use it very often, but I will now bare all these thermistors and tin the end, and they are ready to be used. So absolutely perfect. I may just trim the ends up a little bit, but that is excellent. Very pleased with that. It's still molten in there, but it's got quite a nice skin on it now. Yeah, so heated up really quickly and did the job, so perfect. So my recommendation is not to get this from Amazon, because I'm pretty certain I paid about £35. You might as well just get it from direct from China, and they were selling them for around about £12. I think they do a 150 watt version with this small pot, up to 300 watts with a bigger pot, but I wanted the smallest one possible, which was this one. I don't want to waste too much solder in there. Maybe another time I'll try the solder bar, but I doubt that's going to have the same results. But yeah, another video, another day when I actually need this again. We'll see if we can melt some of that solder bar. Anyway, so I hope that was useful. This particular model is an SWDT-21C SWDT. 200 minimum, approximately 450 maximum, approximately. So there we go. Hope that was useful.